you know, he's got a long ways to go, but I like the progress he's made so far with his attention to detail, and most importantly, he's been very consistent out here.
What are some of the finer things that you want to see him clean up?
I just think the more inconsistent in his transition when he's playing off, and then not grab downfield and press coverage once the receiver gets past 10 yards.
So much hinges on that group collectively. How do you feel from what you've seen through 5 practices?
Yeah, it's an athletic group. You know, obviously we lost some experience last year with Marvell and Iman and that crew, you know, Jane Harris, and so we're looking to work these guys in and get them as many reps as we can, and really looking forward to seeing their progress.
Do you have like a rotation target in mind? You want 4 guys? You want 2
Yeah, we're
guys?
keeping a rep count on all those guys, so they're rolling with the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s, so everybody's kind of getting ample work, and that'll continue to change the more practices that we get.
What's been your impression of Chris Steele so far?
Chris has been good. You know, we obviously really liked him coming out of high school, and you know, spent a lot of time recruiting him. And so we're excited to have him back. You know, he's catching up to learning the scheme and learning the techniques that's new to him. He's worked really hard with Coach Burns to get better and understand those things, and I think he'll only continue to make progress.
This group you talk about communicating, how this looks like they like to talk to one another. There's a lot of...
Yeah. There's been good verbal chatter out there. That's something I've always stressed. But this group is somewhat unique, and they're not afraid to talk. And when you look at Talanoa, you look at Chase, you look at Isaiah, they've been in CJ Pollard. You know, some of those guys, McMillan, they've been in the system now for a minute, and we demand that they have to communicate, and that goes all the way through from the inside linebackers to the D line. And you know, John Houston's doing an excellent job. Jordan Iosefa, before his little knee hiccup, was doing an excellent job as well.
It looks like this is a team on paper that doesn't have a lot of experience, but they look like they're kind of playing with more experience than maybe they got on paper.
Yeah, we had a productive spring, and we had a productive summer in the player run practices and the limited meeting time that we've had with them in the summer. And so I felt very confident going into fall camp that we could kind of push the installation forward and get a lot in early, and then just keep working it and working it and working it. And I think it's pretty evident right now that we got a lot of things in, but you know, we're about to put the brakes on here and let the guys do kind of the same thing for maybe 5 practices or so. Do you have a question?
Yes, sir. Clay talked about scripting personnel versus plays. How does that change the way that you approach practice?
Well, we're going to try to match up what we like versus what the offense does. And you know, one thing I like about going against this offense is they're very multiple. So we're seeing a lot of different things in the running game and the passing game and the RPOs that is really preparing our defense for the teams that we're going to play this fall.
And with the depth of your defensive line, does that allow for you to also kind of match with different personnel and changes?
Yes, it does. It sure does. You know, we can play a variety of different ways with how we want to fit up front from a size standpoint. And, you know, I think a lot of it is what you're seeing with the 4th-year recruiting class and kind of being able to build the defensive roster over time. You know, because if you look back at the Rose Bowl, I think we played 15 guys and only dressed about 21. And in the Cotton Bowl the next year, I think we played 17 or 18 guys and probably dressed 23. So, but now we've got more depth within the front, interior, different types of edge players, different athletic type of inside backers.
Last question. With as much experience as you have as a defensive coordinator, how do you balance simplifying the defense versus making sure that your team is prepared with installations?
Yeah, I think that, you know, if you look back to the last 3 years that I've been here, you know, we lost some players that helped us win a Rose Bowl, helped us win a Pac-12 championship. So when you go back and look at the end of those last 3 years and then look at the players that we have, what are the things we can do to put them in the best position possible and be it, you know, simplest for them but multiple enough to where we can play fast and be aggressive and do things we want to do. And I feel like that's where we are with the scheme right now.
Coach, have you seen any tangible evidence that you guys will be better against the run yet?
I mean, we've worked really hard at fitting the run. You know, we try to come out here every day and at least fit the runs for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel good about that. I think you know, one run popped on us in a live period today. You know, sometimes we're really trying to play the run with a light box, with 6 guys in the box instead of, or 6 or 7 instead of 8, because I think that way we can do some different things coverage-wise. And you know, you really test yourself if you can stop the run in live situations. And the big run that got out today, we were in a split safety defense, and but that should not have happened. We misfit the run, and it doesn't matter if you got 8 guys up there. If a guy gets his head on the wrong side,
right,
and the back finds it, it was a crease. So I feel better going into this year playing the run than I did probably a year ago. The last 3 years. Through
the first week, I guess, who in that front 7 do you feel like you really like what they're doing right now?
Jay Tufele is very disruptive. Obviously, Marlon has been good. Drake Jackson has really blossomed. Is a true freshman. Christian Rector's been very solid. Caleb Tremblay's done a nice job for us. He redshirted last year, but he's had a good productive summer. And, Brandon Peely's flashed when he's been in there, and he's been kind of in and out and picked up. So we're looking to get him back out there as quickly as possible.
It looks like you're giving Drake some of Rector's reps, just to kind of get him up to speed and ready to go.
Yeah, well, he needs to play. I mean, he's identified as one of our top guys, in our opinion, as a staff when we sit here and rank, our top guys at the bottom, top to bottom.
Yeah.
And he fits in that, group to where, he's a guy that's gonna play quite a bit based on what we've seen so far. So I think we've got a good rotation, and they're very, very similar body type at the end position, so that helps as well.
When did the staff sit down and rank the players? How did that go down?
We do that. We did it before spring, at the end of spring, and then we did it before camp. See if they change it all. And we've done that every year. It's something that I did when I was in the NFL. Kind of see, hey, who's your top player, who's the second, who's third, and all the way down, and then see if that changes. And we'll continue to do that probably here in the next 5 days or so.
Do you see any major changes between end of spring and start of fall camp?
Yeah, things have moved around a little bit. I think, certain positions they have. But, I think when it's like, well, is it this guy or this guy, when you're talking about your top 11, there gets to be a debate on how much that person may be going to contribute to keep touchdowns from being scored instead of playing a B gap. So it's kind of a fun little exercise we do when we do get together and do it.
What have you seen from Raylan so far this fall?
Raylan's been very impressive. I mean, to come in here as a mid-year, all the mid-years that we've had in here have really, we've all benefited from it. He's light years ahead of where I thought he would be. He's carrying most of the playbook that we've got in right now. He's running with the one some. A lot of it is just to kind of take the reps off of John. But I'm really, really happy as a true freshman to see the progress he's made. I think he's going to be a really good football player for us. And he loves the game.
Sorry. Discipline's been a big deal. It looked like John was on the wrong end of it today. What happened there?
Discipline?
Yeah, it looked like he got kicked out for a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're not going to tolerate anything that's going to hurt the team from any flag standpoint or chipping standpoint. I mean, we're a team. We're not out of playing individuals. We're a team defense that's going to play smart, tough, competitive football and play with a lot of heart.